So let us continue, my students. We have established that x plus 1 is a factor. Now the question is, what happens to x minus 1? What happens to x plus 2? What happens to x minus 2? What happens to x plus 3? What happens to x minus 3? What happens to x plus 6? What happens to x minus 1? We cannot keep continuing using trial and error. We only do trial and error for the first factor. Once we've established that this factor or this expression is a factor, then we move on to the other methods like the long division method and the synthetic division method. So we are going to use synthetic division or long division to find other factors. Remember, x plus 1 is a factor. Why? Because it leaves no remainder. If it was leaving a remainder, we would disregard it. We discard it, take x minus 1, check it. If x minus 1 does not work for us, we leave it. You go to x plus 2. But here, this is where you apply common sense. Don't pick numbers haphazardly because you can spend 30 minutes trying out this number, trying out this. You need to use inspection to see which numbers can I start with. You start with the smallest possible numbers, like 1. 1 is easy to deal with. So now, with the synthetic division method, how do you do it? First, you let x plus 1 equals 0, which implies x equals minus 1. So you find the zeros, which means x plus 1 equals minus. So this minus 1 is the number that you place here, minus 1. And here you place the coefficients of these in descending order. The first coefficient is 3. The second coefficient is a plus 10. The third coefficient is a plus 1. The last coefficient or the last constant term is minus 6. And then once you have these, you make a long bar separating this. And then you bring down this number. After you have set up your coefficients, you bring down this number. And then you do what? You multiply. When you multiply, you then do what? You place it here. That will be minus 3. After doing that, you do what? You add. When you add, this will give you 7. Once you have found 7, you repeat the process of doing what? Of multiplying. Once you have multiplied, you place here. And this is negative 1 times 7, which is minus 7. Once you have these, you place here. And then you do what? You do the multiplication. You keep on multiplying until you get a 0 here. So this is times, and this will be 6. You add, it will give you a 0. So these numbers that are underneath here, they are going to be coefficients of the new polynomial. This polynomial here, this coefficient, is for x to the power 3. This one is for x squared. This one is for x to the power 1. This one is the constant. So same applies to the ones below. Because we have divided by x minus 1, x plus 1, the x will be reduced. So the coefficient of 3 here, 3 is the coefficient of x squared. This one is x, and this one is the constant. So that is how you are going to now present your work. This one is the coefficient of x squared, 7 is the coefficient of x, minus 6 is the constant. On top, this is the coefficient of x cubed, x squared, x1. The moment you divide, the powers will reduce. So I'm going to continue without pausing the video. I'm going to continue up there so that you would see what happens now. So this one now, therefore 3x cubed plus 10x squared plus x minus 6 equals. So the first effector is this one, because remember we said x plus 1 is a factor. So this will be x plus 1 times this one here, which will be 3x squared plus 7x minus 6. So once you are here, you check the brackets whether these are fully factorized. You look at this one, it is fully factorized, you can't do anything. And then you look at this one, you have to factorize further, do further factorization here. So let's do the factorization. So how do you factorize? Factorize 3x squared plus 7x minus 6. If you leave your answer like this, it is not fully factorized, it is partly factorized. So how do you factorize? You say 3 times negative 6, it's minus 18. This is the working. And then you look for two numbers whose product is minus 18 and whose sum is plus 7. So the two numbers are obviously positive 9 and minus 2. I'm getting them from factors of 18, which is 1, 18, 2, 9, 3, 6. So when you look at these numbers, 1 and 18, there's no way that you can get a 7 when you add them. 3 and 6, there's no way that you can get 7 when you add them. So the only possible numbers are 2 and 9. Now, the product is negative. It means one number is positive, the other number is negative. If the same numbers you add them with the different signs and you get a positive answer, it means the bigger number is the one that is positive, which is what we have done here. So this one here, it will be 3x squared plus 9x minus 2x minus 6. Okay? And then here, you group them in pairs. The moment I do like this, and then I put this one in pairs, the sign will be affected. This negative, negative, it will be positive. This negative, negative, it will be positive. So the moment I factor out a negative, the signs that are in front of the terms will be affected. Now I can factor out. So 3x is a factor. So this is x plus 3, and then we have minus. You take 2 outside. This will be x plus 3. You look at these. This is common, so you pull out the common factor, and this is 3x minus 2. So this part you replace. Therefore, 3x squared plus 10x squared plus x minus 6 equals x plus 1 times x plus 3 times 3x minus 2. So this is how you factorize this type of problems. You factorize this type of problem. This is how you do the factorization. Okay, I think it's loud and clear. So let's suppose here it was 3x cubed plus 7x squared plus 5x minus 6. You were going to take these and repeat the process that we started with. Start looking for the factors of the last number, and then you try out factors by trial and error. Then you use the long division method or the synthetic division method. Basically, this is how you factorize. So you can be asked to factorize, or you can be asked to find the quotient and the remainder. If there are any questions regarding this, hit my inbox through WhatsApp. Thank you so much. I'll stop this far. I'll create more videos. In the event that we don't meet during the 5 to half 5, then this will be ideal. But I'll meet. We will meet. I'll make it a point that we meet from 4 maybe to half 4. I'll make it shorter so that I can dash for my appointment at 5 o'clock. Thank you so much.